har kommet noen pakker til deg. God jul!
Jeg fikk tak i litt assistanse i år, så jeg kan være sammen med deg.
Okay, Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa rasulillah. So first and foremost, this is no hate speech. This is not about the Christian faith or anything like that right now. People get so super sensitive about this, especially our dear, not so dear, liberal Muslims. But let's just use a little bit of this, okay? So, okay, I grew up in obviously Christian family. I grew up in a Christian family. I grew up with Santa. Not only Santa with Mosh Nikolaus, Mosh Crăciun, Mosh Gerila, okay? Anyway, Eastern Europeans will know what I'm talking about. So, this ad, what is it trying to prove? See, that's the thing, right? It's not, and you know, of course, we are very clear on what we believe about Christmas as Muslims. We are very clear what we believe about Jesus. Very clear. And we have talked about it, you know, have explained our position to people, have explained this position to Christians, have deferred with them, have, you know, showed them this is the greatest difference, is who is Jesus in the Muslim tradition and who is Jesus in the Christian tradition, and why it matters so much. Because it's the difference between faith and non-faith. But today, this video is not about that. I know that this is the time of the year when many of the du'at will be putting out these videos explaining yet again every year. You know, Valentine's Day comes, we explain why Valentine's not good. Easter comes in, we explain about Easter and how this has pagan origins. And we talk about Christmas, and we explain the history of Christmas. Actually, it gets tiring. But we should always keep reminding people. People can do their research, as we're living in a world where information is widely available. Historical information, understand the origins of these celebrations or these times. But people say, well, you know, it's not really about Christmas now, it's Xmas, and it's more commercialized and so on. So let's make this argument now. So this group, once again, this group has hijacked a concept, okay? And I believe the non-Muslim should be very upset, isn't it? Because this is their thing. This is you know, it's rooted in certain tradition, traditionalist roots. They should be upset with this. Now, what they're making it about is like, no, it's about tolerance and Santa. Like they've hijacked this concept. Again, please remember what I said at the beginning. As for us Muslims, that's our position. But it's not about that today, this video. It's about why the world allows for ethics and morals to be destroyed. Now again, be careful, Muslims. I'm not saying that I'm endorsing that. I'm trying to make you connect a few dots. Of course, as soon as these things pass through the Western world, then they bleed and leak into the Muslim world. You understand what happens there? So that's my question today, a rational question to our non-Muslim friends as to, they have to have this debate. Now, there was a debate about this commercial, but it seems that it's getting wide acceptance. I paused it because what's coming after that face-off is, of course, you know what's coming after, and it's in the commercial. Now, children see that. Everyone sees that. Mixed reactions. It's going to pass through. People are going to be upset for a little bit. And then it's just going to settle into the culture. Now, of course, this group, this very aggressive group, has been settling in the culture in every little part of it. And now here they are, taking this part as well. Aren't you upset? Aren't you angry? I'm asking you as a non-Muslim, what are you doing about it? Academically, from a social perspective, we're not talking again about hate speech and blah blah blah, that what they try to deplatform us with or trying to get us in jail with. We're not talking about that. What's the point of being human if you're not even able to have these quite polite and intellectual discussions to stimulate people's thinking and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? Is this okay for you? And a lot of people might say, no, it's not okay. And then my next question is, so what are you doing about it? And a lot of people will be like, well, not much, because I don't have time, because I'm busy with this. I have to do Christmas shopping. And next year is going to be worse. And worse and worse. Till people don't recognize themselves anymore. But today, again, is about this group who's so aggressive in what they're doing that they're not going to leave any rock unturned. And any leaf unpicked, so they basically infiltrate in every single thing. And sorry to say, it's not hate speech, but this clip is very disgusting. It's very, very, very disgusting. I was gonna say something more. A friend of mine made it's quite a funny joke actually, with a ho ho ho. But I'm gonna abstain from that. I'm gonna abstain from the ho ho thing, sadly. But you can watch the video for yourself. Viewers' discretion is advised. Especially, please do not allow children to see this. And here I really just I have Christian family, I have Christian friends. I want them to think about. As for the Muslims, our position is clear. But sadly also I have to give a heads up to the Muslims because, well, Muslims love to follow. As soon as something happens in the Western tradition or culture, we seem to be the first ones to take it up as soon as we can. So this is a reality. I think if you don't open your eyes around you and realize a little bit what's happening in this world, I think you're sleeping. So please wake up before it's too late. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.